Restrictions Part 1. So in class we saw a practice example where you were asked to find the domain of the square root of x squared plus 7x plus 10. Now we know that the square root, you cannot take the square root of a negative number. So the question is, for what values of x can we take the square root here? So when is x squared plus 7x plus 10 not negative? So not negative means greater than or equal to 0. Now, a fast way to do this is to factor if possible. And upon factoring, we get the factors x plus 5 times x plus 2. That's greater than or equal to 0. Now, just so that it's easier to understand, we're going to make a quick sketch because sketches are important. What this here says is that the zeros of this parabola are at -5, so we'll put -5 here, and -2. And looking at the initial statement up here, x squared plus 7x plus 10, we see that a is positive, so it's an upwards facing parabola. So it kind of looks like it's doing this. Something like that. So this quick sketch here lets me understand where is this positive. It's positive everywhere above the x-axis over here. So this is the positive side and this is the negative side. Anything above the x-axis is considered positive. So we want this to be positive because we cannot take the square root of a negative number. So that means this this square root here has a domain only valid when this parabola is positive. So that would mean this part here, up to and including -5, excluding everything over here, and then again including -2 and onwards, like this. So what does this translate to? It translates to all these values of x here, and all these values of x here, and it continues to infinity. So how do we write this mathematically? Well, we say that x is allowed to be inside the interval -infinity up to and including -5, union with -2 included all the way to positive infinity. So this way, the square root of x squared plus 7x plus 10 is valid. It's valid only when x is either between -infinity and -5 and between -2 and positive infinity. If it's inside this blue region here, if we take values of x over here, we're going to get a negative expression. So everything in the square root becomes negative, and we cannot take the square root of a negative number. So that's why there's this union. It's to exclude the little blue part and to include only the yellow part that we like.